everything the media tells you is designed to make you poor.
You know, some real relationships, some real accomplishments.
You're competing against people like me.
People who are poor, in my opinion, spend a lot of time not doing stuff.
They're robbing you. They're robbing all the poor people from the pension fund.
Ready to transform your future? Watch until the end to learn the 5 golden rules that lead to unstoppable success. What if every time you fell, you didn't fall backward, but forward? When life gets tough, don't step back. Push ahead, embrace the challenge, and fall toward your goals. Welcome to a world where some of the most widely accepted beliefs are holding you back. The traditional path we've been taught, go to school, get a job, work hard, save money, and invest for the long term in the stock market, is increasingly outdated. Sticking to these ideas could be the biggest mistake of your life. Why would you save money when trillions of dollars are being printed every day? This devalues the money in your pocket, making the gap between the wealthy and the rest of the world massive.
The slave minds, they'll never be rich because the matrix tries to keep you poor, because when you're poor, you can't think. And so everything the media tells you is designed to make you poor. They want you broke and struggling, because if you rely on the government for food stamps, then you can't argue with the government, can you? So that's what they want.
In each of us, there's a poor person, a middle-class person, and a rich person. The poor person is always struggling. The middle-class person craves security, and the rich person wants freedom.
It's like, no, get out there and be responsible and productive and generous. That's a way to have life. You know, get married, have some kids, start a business, do something productive, profitably, and then be intelligently generous. You'll have some meaning in your life, and then when those storms come, you'll have something to buttress you. You know, some real relationships, some real accomplishments. You know that in your own life, you know, the things that you've done well. That's what you've got when the storms come.
Entrepreneurship isn't about running a business. It's about mindset. Employees follow one set of rules, but entrepreneurs play a different game.
And so right now, for people who are poor, it's because they actually don't see reality for what it is. Because the way they see reality, they see making money to be impossible or incredibly difficult, or it's only for a certain select people, not for them, right? And it's just because they literally cannot see it. An easier example is like kids and parents, right? Like a kid thinks the world is a certain way, and the parent's like, you just haven't seen enough stuff yet. And so, you know, as you level up in the entrepreneur space, there's also just more levels of that where other people are like, this is the perspective you need to have. And you're like, no way, that's possible.
The day I received my last paycheck was the worst and best day of my life. Entrepreneurship is about embracing failure.
The unfortunate reality about money is that you are competing. So it's player versus player. It's like anything in the world. If you want that beautiful girl, so does everyone else. You have to win the competition. You want that car, you have to get it first. You want that money, everyone wants that money. You have to compete. It's competitive. Business is competitive. You are competing against people like me. You're competing against people like the people in my network. You're competing about people who only talk about money, who understand money very well, who operate in jurisdictions all around the planet, who are extremely well connected, who know things before you know them, who have mass influence and mass power and mass resource. You're competing against me. This is what you must understand. You're not waking up going, I want to make some money. You're competing against people like me. You're competing against billionaires. You're competing against hedge funds. How did these hedge funds keep growing? Where are they getting that money from? From the brokies. They're robbing you. They're robbing all the poor people from the pension fund, dummy. That's where they get it from. This is who you're competing against. So the competition is absolutely and utterly fierce. Understanding that you're a man with a small pistol up against a mighty army. If you want to add a little bit of laziness on top, you're fucked.
You've been told your whole life to get out of debt, but that advice is obsolete. Learn how to use debt. When governments print more money, savers get destroyed, but debtors get rich.
From a time perspective, people who are poor, in my opinion, spend a lot of time not doing stuff. And that sounds terrible to say, but like at the base level, they're distracted, they're
not doing the right
procrastinating.
stuff.
Right. Well, I would even say not doing anything.
Just distracting them,
Right.
Playing
Just
video games.
Netflix, etc., all that stuff, right? So there's like the basis, like they don't do anything. They're purely distracting themselves from their current state, which is hard because it's hard to confront reality. If you're like not happy, it's easier to just distract yourself, right? Now, the level above that is you've got people who are operating, they are working every day, but they're operating in low leverage opportunities, right? So they're doing things that do not give them a lot of return on their time.
Instead of working for a paycheck, we create businesses and invest in real estate. When I make $1 million, I don't get taxed like someone working a job.
If you want to derive your core values, you have to figure out, well, why the hell are you doing what you're doing? You know, what is it? And you really have to think that through. It's like you're willing to devote your life, your time, your resources, your energy, the time you could be spending with your family. You're willing to devote this to this enterprise. Well, what is your enterprise aiming at? And it probably has one aim that's transcendent, let's say, and by that I mean above all other aims, and you need to be very clear about what that is.
Most people are living with an expired mindset, like a carton of milk past its expiration date. They keep doing what worked decades ago, but they're getting obsolete results.
So anyone who believes in the Matrix and believes in media and believes in the lies they're told, anyone who sits there and goes, that's true, that it's literally designed to make you broke. That's why it's all a scam. Do your GCSEs, do your A-levels, get in debt, go to uni, get out, get a shit job, get a mortgage. Don't worry, when you've paid that mortgage off when you're 61, then you'll have enough money to go to Spain for holiday. Then your pension comes. Oh, government doesn't have the pension money anymore. Funny enough, hedge fund stole it.
Pay half your money in your life in tax.
Oops-de-doops. And then you wake up one day and go, whoa, I just got fucked. So the whole scam, the whole story is a lie because they want you broke. They don't want you rich. If you're rich, you won't listen to them. So all of it's a fucking lie. And intrinsically, we all know this.
The next 20 years won't be like the last. Entrepreneurship isn't just about making money. It's about building the mindset and skill sets that allow you to thrive.
And you do that. How do you do? You know how you do that. You give credit where it's due. You don't take all the victory onto yourself. You try to nurture the people underneath you, so to speak, so that they can become as or more competent than you, right? You take responsibility for the flaws. You're not too triumphant when you win, and you're not too devastated when you lose. Those are all the principles of fair play. And the reason those are principles is because if you play that way, people will invite you to keep playing.
Mindset. Rule 1. Get up and take action. Too many people wait for the perfect conditions to begin. Don't wait. Act now, even if you don't have all the answers. The act of doing will teach you more than endless planning ever could. Mindset Rule 2. Pause and reflect. Pause this video and take a moment to reflect. What's one habit, one mindset, or one action that's making your life harder? Confront it and take control. Mindset Rule 3. Invest in yourself. No one can take away the work you've put into yourself. Your mindset, your character, your skills, they are your greatest assets. Invest in your growth and keep building the person you want to be. Mindset Rule 4. Believe in yourself. The most important tool you have is belief. When you trust your mind's ability to create what you believe, you unlock limitless potential. Be bold and believe that you can achieve whatever you set your mind to. Mindset Rule 5. Discipline over talent. You don't need to be special to succeed. What you need is discipline. Start small. Wake up early. Hit the gym. Work on yourself daily. Success is the result of consistent effort and determination. If this video inspired you, don't forget to subscribe for more motivational content and share this message with someone who needs it. You've got this. Keep pushing, and I'll see you in the next video.